I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Yesterday on WNZF, you heard from the clerk of the circuit court and comptroller Tom Bexley, who called it a difficult situation to share his digs with the sheriff. Today, we're hearing from Sheriff Rick Staley on his ability to coexist in the courthouse, which he noted is owned by the county, not the clerk of the circuit court.
We went from 35,000 square feet to 6,000 square feet. My employees are working in cramped sardine-like conditions, and I'm asking the county commission to solve this problem. We cannot continue for 2 years while they build the Palm Coast District office in the current working conditions.
Staley says service levels are being affected.
We are now holding back implementing the cyber crimes unit, the cold case unit, our real-time crime center, frankly, because I don't have the space to be able to do that. I have it funded, but I have inadequate space. So now the public is starting to feel the repercussions.
By law, Staley says the county is required to provide the sheriff's office with adequate space, and right now they're not in compliance. He adds the county has options on solving their problem, and he's awaiting the county commission's decision.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Sunwing Airlines nonstop to Toronto, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
Flagler County's homeless population has vastly increased in the last year, according to new statistics. But as we hear from John Arking, some officials have their doubts about the new numbers.
The Flagler County Homeless and Housing Task Force carried out the count of the county's homeless population over a 24-hour period in late January. It identified 130 homeless people in Flagler County, up from 62 in 2018. But Palm Coast City Councilman Jack Howell says an accurate count is elusive for a variety of reasons. Either way, he says if the issue of homelessness is to be dealt with effectively, the county needs to think about long-term solutions.
We're going to have to offer incentives for developers to come in that specialize in affordable housing. And there's no question statistically that providing a house or a living space for these people is really what they need. And in the long run, we will save money. But again, this is a painstaking, slow course. You just can't wave the magic wand and everybody is housed.
In the meantime, Flagler County Commissioner Joe Mullen says a new brochure, which lists resources in the county and how to find them, will be given to first responders and other organizations to share with those in need of assistance. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
Officials with the Hammock Community Association say the owners of Captain's Barbecue at Bing's Landing knew what they were getting into when they re-upped their lease.
HCA President Joy Ellis says that any repairs or changes to its current building should be on Captain's Barbecue.
Being aware of what the condition of what the building was, and then having the condition deteriorate because of the hurricanes and wanting to amend the lease and extend even further is in part a responsibility of the lessee.
Ellis said that Flagler County taxpayers have upped their property taxes 3 times for the county to buy environmentally sensitive lands similar to Bing's Landing. She said that this purchase would make them question what the county might do with some of the other thousands of acres of lands it owns with ESL dollars. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A Bunnell man is arrested on charges of domestic violence. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies handcuffed 53-year-old Dominic Petrillo after they say he trespassed at a victim's shelter Tuesday. Police say the victim, who was staying at the shelter, had gotten into a fight with Petrillo at their home on Avocado Boulevard Monday. Deputies say Petrillo held the woman against the wall and pushed his fist into her throat to attempt to halt her breathing. She then told police he retrieved a shotgun and threatened to put a bullet in her head. The two had been in a relationship for 2 decades. The victim fled to the shelter for safety. Deputies say they caught Petrillo in the act of trespassing. They say he was driving his pickup truck back and forth outside the shelter when he was arrested. Sheriff Rick Staley has made combating domestic violence a top priority. He claims those crimes are down 30% in Flagler County in the first quarter of this year. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.